Hi, I'm Josh Miller, one of the B-Boys. Now, who are the B-Boys, you might ask? We're a group of 7 juniors from Parkville North High School, and we're trying to increase bee population through research, education, and outreach. In the past decade, bee losses have skyrocketed 30%, and since 2006, 10 million hives have been lost. Commercial agriculture is highly dependent on honeybees, and without them, harvest of fruits, vegetables, and nuts would fail. Throughout the video, you'll talk with the rest of the B-Boys, and each of them have their own respective topics that they are experts on. Now, we're going to move on to our bee hotels.
Hey, I'm Chris. I guess you could say I'm the handyman for the B-Boys. We've been doing a lot of construction this year, and I've been heading most of it. Oh, here, let me show you. This is the bee hotel that Mason was designing. We're mass producing a lot of these for our school and a bunch of local areas. And that's not the only thing we've been working on. This is a raised garden bed. This is the personal thing that I've been working on. And wherever we put the bee hotels, we're going to put these. And we're going to fill them with bee-friendly plants and flowers. Hold on, I think Mason wants this for inspection.
Oh, well thank you, Chris. Now guys, this little contraption right here is a bee hotel. A bee hotel is sort of like a birdhouse, but for bees. Now, not all bees are like honeybees where they make hives and live in them. Some bees just use porous materials to build their nests. Those bees are called solitary bees. We build these bee hotels to help them out because a lot of their natural habitat is being destroyed by all sorts of construction and environmental damage from climate change. Now, anyone can build a bee hotel. All you need is a good porous structure. Bamboo shoots are great for this, but you can just drill holes into a block of wood and that'll work just as well. If you want to find a great design for bee hotels, just check on the B-Boys website under the blog section.
So in addition to construction, I guess you could say I have a bit of a green thumb. I did a lot of research into plants when I was working on the raised beds, and I think I should explain to you why plants need bees and why bees need plants. Flowering plants produce something called pollen in order to reproduce, and in order for a flower to turn into a seed, or better yet, a piece of fruit, the pollen needs to be transferred from one flower to a different one. And of course, plants are stationary, so they can't do that themselves. Animals and insects like bees help transfer the pollen from one flower to the next, and in return, the bees get to drink nectar out of the flower, sort of liquidy, sugary substance that the bees use to make honey. Now, of course, it's more complicated than that, because plants are not all created equal. Hybridized plants, for example, don't produce as much nectar or pollen as other plants do, because they're bred to look pretty. On the opposite end of the spectrum, there are plants like chives, snowdrops, and tomatoes that are real bee attractors. We plan to put those in the raised garden beds. And of course, pesticides and herbicides are super bad for bees. Even if they don't get hit with the pesticide, bees still get that residue from the pesticide, which messes up their ability to collect nectar. It always helps to look online to see what plants are good for bees, so that you can put those in your garden instead of other ones. And of course, if you want to build anything that we've been building, there's a lot of info on the B-Boy website on how to build bee hotels and raise garden beds.
Hey there, I'm Lorenzo. Pretty much I've been leading most of the research here with the B-Boys. I'm sure at this point you're wondering exactly what is killing the bees, and even especially wondering what can you do in order to stop it. Chris briefly mentioned pesticides and herbicides being a major threat to bees, and that's effectively what the issue is. At its core, bees are dying because their habitats are being destroyed or altered by climate change and chemical pollution. While there's a lot of things that the government and commercial agriculture can do in order to reverse these changes, we have to be aware of the solutions available to us so that we can make our difference. A first thing we can do is grow any of the plants or flowers that Chris mentioned in his section of the video, as it will support biodiversity and give food to the bees. A second thing that we can do is avoid use of pesticides and herbicides as much as possible, such as weed killer, so that we can avoid the use and development of chemical pollution. On our website, we'll be listing all the alternative solutions we've been able to find, and especially the experiments we've been doing on them to make sure we understand how they work. We've been doing a lot of building, research, and experimentation in this part, but we also have been doing a lot of outreach so that we can raise awareness about the issue at hand. And to talk about that, Max.
Hi guys, I'm Max, Director of Communications here at the B-Boys. I work to coordinate events in our community. It's not only important for us to research and solve the issues at hand, but it's important for people to know how they can help. I've worked to coordinate the STEM Fest, the Beckemeyer Cleanup Service event, and elementary school tours. all where we go and educate our community about what they can do to help, especially getting kids involved in saving our planet in the future.
Oh, hi. My name's Nevin. I'm our blog author and website manager. It's critical to spread our information with as many people as possible, and what better way to do that in today's day and age than a website? As you can see here, we've put a lot of effort into making our website as informative and user-friendly as possible. And the most important feature is our blog. We post a variety of articles such as bee hotels, how you can help, and raised garden beds, growing a difference, that teach you how to involve yourself with our mission and help the bees. Visit our website at beeboys.com. That is BEE-boys.com. On to you, Caden.
Thank you, Nevin. On the topic of spreading awareness of our website, we also try to reach the masses with our engaging social media. Our Facebook and our Instagram help demonstrate our efforts towards promoting bee population growth. We also post interesting and fun bee facts. And in combination with our website, we hope to reach as many people and promote widespread change. A follow could help reach more people and help inform the masses on the dire situations the bees face.
Bees are such an important part of the ecosystems that help make our world go round. And remember, if you want to be a part of our mission to save the world one bee at a time, check out our website and follow us on our social media so that you can check up on our progress and see how you too can save the bees. And remember, without bees, we wouldn't have all this beautiful nature. That's a cut right there.
Yeah, let me check if...
What are we filming for? You can't say that.
How are we doing yours? Because I don't want to go to your house. I think it's a lot of effort.
Okay.
We are live.
Why do we do? I can't say that.
Why do we do?
Why do we do what we do? Okay.